Today's video is going to be a day in the life, a day that was supposed to be very smooth and simple but turned out to be very stressful. So I had 2 cakes this day which I planned thoroughly, so I thought. The first one was going to be a wafer paper cake and the second one was going to be a plain cake topped with raspberries. And I decided to get the raspberries the morning of because I wanted them to be very fresh, and here I am washing them. But my first mistake was soaking the raspberry. Because raspberries are so delicate, I pretty much soaked them too much and they lost all their color. So I ended up having to go to the store again and getting a whole nother pack. But here I am final coating the 2 cakes and assembling the wafer paper cake, which was the next dilemma. As you guys can see, I didn't have enough wafers, but we'll get back to that in a second. But this is me washing the second pack of raspberries that I got. Can you guys see the difference of how radiant the new pack is? That is because I just rinsed them really quickly instead of soaking them. So now here I am topping the cake, and this is where I messed up for the 3rd time of the day. So basically for this cake, I learned that you are not supposed to start from the center of the cake because you're gonna end up having a wonky looking just outer layer of the raspberries. So as you guys see here, I ended up removing the outer layer and started assembling them from the edges, and this way you get a cleaner look. And now back to the wafer paper cake. So this is basically me hunting down the Amazon driver to get my package. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I knew that if I waited for him to get to me, I wasn't going to finish on time. And by this point, I had already texted both of my clients that I was running behind and I didn't want to take any chances. So I was super grateful that I was able to find him in the neighborhood and just get the package. And this is when it was crunch time. I literally had to go so fast with assembling these papers. I was so stressed out because my clients were going to come like around 3:34, and as you guys know, this takes so much time, so I just went as fast as I could and I got it done. And then I finished assembling the cake and I finished just in time because about 10 minutes after this, my client texted me that she was downstairs, but I had to get a shot of both cakes, of course. I then handed off the cake to my client and packaged the second cake, and that was the end of my very stressful day.